Morning, y'all. Listen to my honey girl. Beautiful soul. Extremely blessed to have her. Listen to the little bit of raindrops. So we're sitting outside of Starbucks. Vanessa Starbucks just left their internet on. Oh, pretty soon I'll just have one phone. It'll have unlimited data. We'll see how good it works. But hopefully that'll get me to kind of like, you know, maybe just work down to one phone. But is it actually the phone I'm on right now? Let's see here. No, it's my other one of my other ones. But, the whole like stinking thinking, the guy that we got the tires put on, we met, he's pretty cool, that invited us over for dinner. He cooked and everything, was a pretty nice guy. And he's gone through a lot of stuff too. But so I called him yesterday, and then I told him I'd give him a call, like, 'cause he's busy working. And then I just kind of mentally checked out. And he messaged me, asked if I was all right, because I didn't call him back. That was nice of him. And so I messaged him like 2 or 2:30, and I'm like, man, I wonder if this is gonna wake him up. But he said he don't sleep that good either. So, but he was cool about it. Just said, call him like after 9 or whatever. But I'm just so used to in the past working so many hours. I think I just need to go back to doing that, because you just can't get ahead. I mean, you try to save money, and disability right now is not like everybody thinks it's winning the lottery. No, it's not. I was making way more money, and I went back off of it to work, and just to work for a place that, well, I got some threats. People want to beat me up and stuff because I know what I'm doing. I didn't like what I said, so gave 2 weeks, and then they still owe me money. Basically, they said, you go now. And moral fortitude, don't sacrifice that. Honesty and integrity, it's doing the right thing even when it could go against you. Prime example is Charlie Kirk. And the thing is, well, I saw what happened with Rob Reiner and his wife. That's pretty bad. And he said some good things. I looked it up about Charlie Kirk. That was horrible. That should not happen to anybody. Which is pretty good to hear that coming from Hollywood. And I don't. Hopefully, they find out what happened with them. And I don't know too much about him. Only Archie Bunker, and he's the director and a lot of stuff. And so, but it just, there's a lot of bad stuff going on, and I try to stay out of it. But it's just, I thought that was cool earlier. Like, I saw that thing, I reposted it about the guy that wants to help people that are newly homeless. Nobody really wants to be on the streets. Nobody wants to really live in their cars. Everybody, on TikTok Talk, they act like it's like the van life. There's a lot of people that buy like those Mercedes Sprinters, and they're probably just like parked outside of their driveway. They're pretending, they get Cash App, Zelle, and all that shit. Mostly the female humans, they just kind of wear barely anything, and they say, "Hey, I'm cooking, watch me cook," and stuff. And it's like they really don't know. A lot of them don't really know how to survive, you know, outside their house. They're glampers, and it takes moral fortitude, and it takes it's survival, but it's also an experience that later on, when all this is you know different or whatever, I don't know, but I like to look back and just go like, wow, I made it through that, like a lot of stuff, like Honey Girl and myself. And it's just another one of those things. And And I look and I go, man, why can't I just save more money? It's hard to save money, you know? I mean, when I was working, supporting two families, helping out my family and stuff, and it's like, that's where my money went. And then I was told that I'm wasting money, by them. So, because if I never really spent it on myself, but when I did, it was like, you're wasting money. But it was okay to waste money on them, It's okay to waste money on somebody else, but you spend it on yourself, then you're wasting money, you know? So, but I just, I don't know. I just kind of like yesterday, just mentally checked out. It was kind of, I was thinking about a lot of stuff, and, you know, and I'm really extremely blessed, truly extremely blessed to have Honey Girl. She's my baby, and just, she's so cute. Um, she's just, she's always there for me, she's always, there to kind of give me kisses and put her chin on me, and, and love her up and give her, butterfly kisses and belly kisses. And, that's priceless. That's just unconditional love. And, you know, it's kind of, that's a rarity. But, you know, beautiful soul, extremely blessed to have her. And dogs, beautiful souls. All of the ones that I had and that I encounter, it's just, but I go like, I got a lot of just, not regrets, but just kind of like, I think if I put myself to blame, because then, it's like, if I take it on myself, you know, then, it's a lot easier. And I don't, as far as other people, I just walk away now. I don't really like, I'll make an attempt, to, check in on them. But if it's just one sided, and everybody's going through something, I don't have time for, people, honestly, in general. So if they keep in communication, that's fine. If they check out, I totally understand that, and I'll check back in with them. But sometimes they just don't want to be checked in on, some people, and I get that because, I'm like that too. So, you know, but it's nice when somebody checks in on you. I don't really, have anybody that really checks in on me. So I don't really, you just kind of, you realize that it's just yourself, self advocate, and you have to basically just, it's not a self absorption to worry about yourself and take care of yourself. And I used to think it was, and I still sometimes do, but, it's important, um, so anyways, hopefully they get here and turn this fucking internet on so I can watch a movie. And then when my storage opens, I'm going to go there and, do some shit there, and hopefully the sun comes out again. That would be nice. Oh yeah.